the moment you're alone by yourself, chances are you're not very happy.
How we can increase and make the people better in all kind of ways.
A lot of people don't take the time to move around so much, and most of us, 90% of us, are spending 90% of our times indoors.
They not get information. Why would vibration do something positive on my body?
Tiny movements stacked every day can get you a very big difference.
I think it's very easy to lose weight.
62.5% of the world's population is either not sleeping well or they're not going through the right stages of sleep. I'm sure the numbers are increasing.
How many people come not in a deep sleep? I think it's a very big issue now. I wake up 6, so I have a lot of sleep.
That's why you look so young.
Okay, you cannot take an important decision when you don't sleep good.
Because if you work too hard in your personal life, in your corporate life, in your physical life, you're going to burn out. Every time you're happy, you're actually telling yourselves like life is good, all is good. Hello and welcome to yet another episode of the Shift with CJ podcast. I am honestly excited for today's episode because we're going to talk about a lot of things. I have a very special guest in the studio for you guys today, joining us all the way from Belgium. Well, he's lived into many places. So let me tell you a little bit about this guy. Entrepreneur, owner of HHP Middle East. He's been biohacking, not just when biohacking was a term. Biohacking came around like 10 years ago, but this guy has been biohacking even before that. How before? 20 years. Long time. And I can't wait for him to tell his story and dive into some really cool biohacks for today. Welcome to the show.
Thank you, my friend.
How are you?
I'm great. You?
I'm doing amazing. So excited to talk to you today. So, we obviously let the elephant out of the room that you've been biohacking for the last 20 years.
Yeah, it's a long time. We go a long time back.
Was it even called biohacking? Were
No.
people looking at you like, oh, is this guy crazy? What is he doing? Tell us a little bit of your backstory. How did it all start?
Yeah, it's a long story like I tell. 20 years ago, I think nobody was talking about biohacking, you know? Like you say, the last 5, 10 years, it come up. And this time, he was looking just how we can improve the health quality from the people at home. That was our vision, you know? Therefore, also my partner, the founder from HHP, he started with it and we looked in together how we can improve the life quality. I come in the company when it's already existing 1 year, a little bit longer, I think 5 years. So I looked more in the commercial aspect, how it can be better, more sales. I was more this guy. My partner was a little bit together with me looking how we increase this product, how it can be better. It started with a normal mattress with vibration, infrared. Every 4 or 5 years it was getting updated from the scientists, the professors working for us, the doctors that looked into every field, how we can increase every field from vibrations, mechanical vibration, from infrared, the position of lying. So we updated the product 4 or 5 times. Then it's now the latest technology, what is in Animatic Pro. What it do? It's a product, like I say, a combination from mechanical vibration, infrared, and it gives more stimulants on a lot of effects, of positive effects like energy, ATP cells, better blood circulation, better lymphatic circulation. So the people have a lot of more opportunities with the body. I think the people use their body every day. They take care of the body.
Not so much.
I don't know. It's a hard topic, you know. If I look into it, people use their body every day, like 12, 14 hours intensity. They sleep. They have a good sleep. No deep sleep enough. They eat good. That's also
Questionable.
Questionable. Of course, a lot of people do it. A lot of people look now, the last 5, 10 years, like you say, if biohacking get a topic, they're looking more in what we can do, what we can use. I think it's get better, but of course, the society had also a lot of topics now about stress. People get more stress. It gets busier, they have to earn more money, so the body gets also more stress. And stress is a topic also where we can talk hours about it. So we just looked in a product how we can increase and make the people better in all kind of ways. So from there started it. Of course, in Europe it's a huge market. The people have a lot of stress there.
I was going to ask, are people more stressed out, or they're not taking care of themselves?
I think yes. People in Europe have to work harder to have the quality life they want. I think people in Europe, they have more stress than you see people sure in Dubai, you know. Here you have a lot of entrepreneurs, people have a healthy mindset already. They sure here also look a lot in entertainment, go on restaurant. So I think they also have to go more to the gym, eat healthy, do a lot of other things, much more than people are in Europe aware of it. So, yeah. I think,
I would say all over the world there has been a trend of fitness increasing. A lot of people want to look good. This is because of the rise of social media channels, Instagram, TikTok. Everyone is trying to portray or to be like someone, which is good in a way, but it also has its drawbacks, because you could want to be like someone, and then you could work hard, but that can also get into like some depressive states. And you mentioned stress is going up, but there's also another thing which is blowing up on the planet, which is mental disorders. And this is because of constant comparison with yourself against someone on social media, or trying to set unrealistic goals where someone says, okay, I'm going to work for like 18 hours a day, and then I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to get into this body, when I don't have the right discipline, and maybe I'm smoking, maybe I'm drinking. So all of these goals are so far off, and they're unrealistic. But what I want to go back to is that what I think, you're right. A lot of people don't take the time to move around so much, and most of us, 90% of us, are spending 90% of our times indoors, which means, and most of us are not standing up. We don't have a working treadmill desk or standing desk. Most of the people are sitting, and when they're sitting for long periods of time, then the body becomes less flexible, mobility goes low, you have a lot of pressure on the spine. This gets things like back problems and spinal problems. Now we also look at before we used to look at the screen straight, and now we look at the phone, so our neck and cervical spine also has pressure. And you mentioned the product, and this is going to be my second question to you. Like, when you guys came up with this andolution therapy, or the andolution bed, let's say like 20 years ago, were these problems still existing? Like, were people sitting down, and because of that they had a lot of like mobility issues or pain or inflammation? Or did you see it as our lifestyles became more easy with technology, more and more people started to sit down? Because I think 20 years ago people were still outside, they were working with their hands, not using like laptops and computers so much. So how have you seen like the change?
Yeah, that's a good one. First of all, 100% I agree with what you tell, how the people do, how they react, which issues we have now. But 20 years ago was pain, it was not a topic. People would not be in the opportunity to talk about it. The stress, they don't talk about it. If you talk about that, people look to you, hey, please,
Man up.
keep your problems with you and be hard, In Europe, you have to be hard, work hard. Don't talk about your issues, keep it in house. And it was not a topic to talk about it. But of course, you see, 20 years ago, everybody had issues also. But now, like you say, the people talk about it, they bring it at front. And is it good? Yes and no. I think we saw a lot of back problems, pain problems. That was our market in this time, of course. It was the vision. Like I say, my partner, Bruno, started for his father. He had back problems. That was the vision, to bring it up front as that. It works, yeah, because we saw on the first events what we did on expeditions. People was buying the product and was coming back to us. Look, we have less pain, we have more mobility, we sleep better. And from out of this answers and replies from our clients, we developed more research, science. We talked with doctors. We also want to know what is happening, why people have so a good result with our product. Because it started with a massage product, and then we designed it andulation technology, updated it, look in with professors, with doctors, how we can increase the mechanical vibration, how we have to increase, where we have to increase, which positions we have to change, which lights we have to work with to have the best product for at home, so people can use it every day, 15, 20 minutes when they want. They don't have to go on another area or to another center to do the treatment. That was our vision. Therefore, HHP started from home health products to bring the healthcare for people at home and to have an opportunity from out of home to get care for your body every day. Yeah, I saw this market, like you say, we have clubs, Liverpool, Manchester City.
Interesting.
We have the national team from Spain. Everybody use our product. Real Madrid.
So you're working with the top athletes in the world, literally.
They use our product. If you look on YouTube and you look on HHP of andulation technology, you see the top of the world working with our product. So I don't think if you have players from 100 million euro that they will lie on a product that have not the best result. Believe me, these physios, these doctors, they look in your machines. Is it good? Is it not good? They have a test case. They look into it. Can the players use it? What are the results? And they see also the aware and the big benefits from the product. You know, they recuperate faster. If they have an injury, they also recover faster, because if you stimulate the blood circulation when you are lying in a position and you do nothing, and the lymphatic have a lot of benefits, you know. These players, if they have to come on the field and they are not warmed up and they do a wrong position, they get fast an injury, you know. So that would be a 100 million product that get an injury is 3 months of the field. It's a big problem. If you can make him already warm the body, so we have less opportunity to create an injury. That's a big benefit for these people. After the gym, if they have a sour in the muscles, how they can reduce it, it's a special program on. So they also have better recovery. So that's a big topic that we see the top of the world, from players, tennis player, football player, runners, everybody in sport, top of the world use it.
Amazing. That's interesting. Yeah. Let's go back to what the device, you briefly touched on mechanical vibration, you touched on the infrared. But how are people facing, or how are all of these benefits coming? Is it whole? Because I will give you my whole experience. The first time I met you, I think it was like 1 year ago on one of these biohacking meetups that we do in Dubai. This product looks like a very classy bed from Gucci or Louis Vuitton or something. It looks like very sexy and stylish. But you lie down on it and it starts vibrating. There are some outlets where you can see red or infrared light coming out, but the bed starts to vibrate, and when you're on it you don't feel much, but after 20 minutes you feel like your entire cells in your body have vibrated. And we know that one of the concepts that got very famous was whole body vibration. So is this something close to whole body vibration, which NASA made famous because they were using it on their astronauts? But I think the technology originally came from Russia, because Russia, they were using it in 1960s. There was also a doctor called Dr. Zanders. He was a Swedish physician. I think he did not something similar, but like with mechanical tension, he was developing some machines in the 1900s. So is this similar, like whole body vibration and andulation?
I think it's a good part that we bring at front where it starts. I think people, they not get the information. Why would vibration do something positive on my body? They all use vibration, but they never had the information why. You have to know, if you are 25, 30 years, you have the magnetic field around the planet, you get used of it. because of this, your blood, lymphatic go less. You're creating less ATP cells. You're creating less collagen cells. So your body is like shrimping. That is the part. But why? Because we're getting used on a vibration. So
The Earth's vibration.
magnetic
Okay.
field. So that is the part where we get in a degeneration process, that our body go less working because our basic system getting used on a vibration. So of course we talk hours about that, days, months, with professors, with doctors, with university. Is there not an opportunity that we can change that, hack the body, biohack the body, and change this mindset from the body so it maybe can stimulate again the blood, lymphatic, create more ATP, create more collagen. So, and then we looked in a lot of science, and the scientists have created minical matras for mouses to look into the blood, lymphatic,
Interesting.
how we can increase the blood, lymphatic on another way, with another kind of vibration that the magnetic field creates. So therefore, Andulase technology comes from andulare, the Latin from waves. So the mechanical vibration software create an amplitude between 10 and 80, so it's like waves. So therefore, the mind, you also felt it, when the product stopped, it's like, oh, what's happening? What's happening? You cannot place.
It's a strange feeling.
Yeah, it's a strange feeling because your brains even cannot place this vibration. So, and that is just the benefit from Andulase technology, because you get an impulse that is totally different than a magnetic field. Your body reacts. So what they do, the blood pump faster, lymphatic pump faster. You create another level of energy levels in your body, and it's just, for everything it's supposed to benefit. You get more ATP, you get more collagens. You change on one treatment? No. Of course, you need more treatments. Therefore, it's like charging your phone. Yeah, you put it in the net, you get an electrician in the battery, and you have your phone that you can use for the day. But we do it with our body. I ask on a lot of people, you can go to the gym. I'm an example. I go out from 6:30 in the morning till 9 o'clock with my son. The nanny come, nanny pick him up. Then I go breakfast, healthy breakfast. I do my 45 minutes cardio, go to gym. After I go work. So I do a lot of things. But still, like you say, every day we are busy using our body. We need something different on another level. And that can be with Andulase technology. It's easy. When I lie 15 minutes also on our product, I feel me recovered, I have more energy, I have a good sleep. So yeah, everybody want it, everybody needs it, that you need something different what we have daily. Still, I improve, everybody have to go to gym. Everybody have to go 10, 15,000 steps for the body. Everybody needs to eat healthy.
But most people are not going to do it because it's harder.
Yeah, of course.
People
And
like
then,
you with the mindset which, agrees with the physicality, the movement, the discipline, the processes, eating clean, all of that stuff, routine. But when you look at most people will order a pizza and they will lie down on their couch and they won't move a lot. And I think that's where this work smarter, not harder philosophy comes in, where if you had to do something hard every day over a period of time, like your body is not going to do it. But for some days, if you could watch a movie while being on the andulation therapy bed, which means that you are getting all the benefits, at the same time, you're not working so hard. Like you didn't have to go to the gym. So going to the gym sometimes can be a choice that, because I see a lot of people there saying, oh, you have to work out 7 days a week and you have to work out 2 times and it should be very hard. And if you don't get hard, if you don't work hard, you're not going to get the results. But now with biohacking, we can change that because you don't really need to work hard all the time. Because if you work too hard in your personal life, in your, corporate life, in your physical life, you're going to burn out. And this is another thing that the body starts degenerating because you're putting way too much stress on the body. But with things like the andulation therapy and all of the other biohacks, I think this is the core principle that it's okay at times just to take a step back, But instead of just lying down on your couch and watching TV, lie down on a bed which vibrates and, it's probably much better for you.
Yeah. Of course, like you say, I would, if you use Andolase technology, the best thing what you can do is just 15 minutes, just close your eyes, come to yourself, and enjoy the moment. Because, of course, if you would look to in something, YouTube or a movie or listening to a podcast, I think you do that better also on another way. Because I think under the lace technology, you really have to do with your eyes closed to have the best effect, 15, 20 minutes. Just relax, think on nothing, and let it come to yourself. A little bit your Zen moment.
So like meditate, it could be your meditation as well.
Also, I see a lot of doctors, professors, physiotherapists talk with me. If you would increase your breathing on the product, it would have a double effect, So if you are lying there, maybe it's better close your eyes, deep breathing in, deep breathing out, come to yourself, and the result will be much better. Of course, you will have people. I also do that. When I'm lying on my product, sometimes I also look into my emails, my phone. It's a bad habit. I'm honestly, we are both busy. Everybody is busy.
You want to get the most out of the time.
Yeah, that's not good. But of course, we all have bad habits. I also have to look at my bad habits. I think everybody have bad habits, but I think everybody have to start with the basic thing. Like you say, do the 15,000, 10,000 steps a day. If you are working, if you have phone, you can also walk with your phone. It's small movements of changing what can be a big, in a result, a big difference,
Something that worked fantastically for me. So before, like last year, I would take all of my calls during 2 hours around the evening. So I would tell everyone like, hey guys, if you want to get on a call with me, this is the time. And that's the time I would just go out. This is a phone call, not a Zoom call. So I would go out and I would walk for 2 hours and I would get all of my phone calls. And by the time, it ends, I've done so many steps. But this year I got even a better technique. So I always had a standing desk, but now I put a treadmill under my standing desk, like a small footprint treadmill. So by the time I am working, I'm writing emails, I'm answering calls, I'm on the speed, but it's not that high. It's about like 2 to 3 kilometers per hour, 3 tops. But while you do that, you don't even realize in the next 3 hours, you just do 15,000 steps or even 20, and this is not even your workout because it's so tiny movement. But I think you're right. Tiny movements stacked every day can get you a very big difference than concentrated movements of like 1 hour in the gym and 8 hours of sitting down. Actually, there in exercise physiology, there's a term for it. It's called non-exercise activity thermogenesis, NEAT. And one of the biggest predictors for weight loss for people, because in weight loss, a lot of people have to burn extra calories. It doesn't come from the gym, but it comes from how far you park your car and walk to the supermarket, how many bags are you carrying. It's all those little movements that you're doing, a little bit of gardening, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of, whatever, just arranging your clothes. But those small, tiny movements actually add up to so much more.
Yeah, I think it's very easy to lose weight and have a big result.
Does your product help lose weight?
Yeah, of course, we see with the belt undulator, it's giving the belt undulator, give heating and give vibration. You see a lot of topics on every sailing channel on TV with the belts and with vibration, infrared. It works a little bit. Of course, it will increase the fat cells, everything. It will lose some weight, but not totally. If I see with people coming back to me after using the product 3-4 months, Dimi, I play with my belt. I have lost weight for 1 kg. Yes, but in the future, we are busy. We designed some other products also that have increasing positive effects with the laser, the lipolaser, together with the endometric, and then you put a lymphatic program on, so your glycerol go faster away. We are busy with that, but
That's
think
super biohacking.
Yeah, we have a sleeping system coming, the EndoFit, so the people can sleep better, more relaxed, enjoy the moment more from sleeping. Important, I think. So
let's talk about sleeping, because sleeping is a very interesting topic. In our research, so when I was designing, or when we were getting into the circadian rhythm division in Biohacking, we looked at a lot of sleep data from all over the world. And at that point, we saw that 62.5%, this is 4 years ago, 62.5% of the world's population is either not sleeping well or they're not going through the right stages of sleep, and they're not waking up refreshed every day. This is like 4 or 5 years ago. I'm sure the numbers are increasing. Now, when you look at sleep and when you look at your product, do you have any data that it kind of like helps with sleep?
Yeah, we have research about that, because it's very clear, if you make extra dopamine, endorphin before you go sleep, when you close your eyes, this products and this endorphin go to melatonin, so it increase your sleep hormone. So we see that people sleep deeper. I think how many people come not in a deep sleep. I think it's a very big issue now that people don't come anymore in the deep level sleep, and it's just there where you recover. A lot of people sleep 4 or 5 hours, but it's not enough. I see a lot of big entrepreneurs, big people in biohacking, and I listen a lot to podcasts from all over the world. I think we have to be upfront. I think everybody needs 7-8 hours sleep.
I agree.
Because I think people, I would be in the morning, I'm honestly, I would replace my meetings to the afternoon of a few days later if I didn't have my 8 hours sleep. I go sleep with my son, 9 o'clock. I wake up 6, so I have a lot of sleep.
That's good. That's why you look so young.
Okay, but I have a lot of sleep, every day, because it's very important. We are entrepreneurs, we have to take important decisions. You cannot take an important decision when you don't sleep good. I think a lot of people have to look in the basic things. Do them steps, sleep good, try to eat healthy, go to the gym, and I think that's the basic thing.
Sleep is very important. Like, I would 100% agree with you that I think sleep is the foundation of health.
Yeah.
It's the foundation pillar on which all other pillars, like you mentioned, the exercise, the food, if you don't have your sleep right, in research they show that one sleepless night, which is like 4 or 5 hours of sleep, which most people think it's normal now, it can reduce your ability to metabolize sugar by up to 52%. So you have these crazy blood sugar spikes, which then turns into metabolic disorders or diabetes or something like this. And because of that, you're, again, like when you said about the decision making, we have a limited amount of decisions per day. If we exceed those decisions, then we get into decision making fatigue. And one of the biggest hacks around decision making fatigue is, like, if you're taking a lot of decisions in the day, then if you can squeeze in like a 6 to 12 minute nap, then that nap actually allows you to take even more better decisions. Yeah. So sleeping, I think, is primary to anything. If anyone wants to do something, first go get their sleep right. And I looked into the research. There are a few people naturally who will say, like, I can live on 4 or 5 hours of sleep. And a lot of people will say, oh, you know what? I met someone and I'm like that. Everyone likes to, if there's someone sad on TV, they like to see themselves in that person. Yeah. If there's someone happy on the TV, they would like to see themselves on this person. But I want everyone to know that the likelihood of you staying with 4 or 5 hours of sleep is 0.0000125. And I looked into this research. Very few people with a certain gene mutation called the PER gene have that ability. But you have to be 0.0000125%, which I don't think most people are. So focus on your sleep.
That's very important.
We spoke about sleep. You also spoke about like ATP. And ATP, for people who don't know, is adenosine triphosphate, which is the scientist's way of saying energy in our cells.
Energy.
Right?
Yeah.
A lot of people in the world, are high on caffeine and all of these nootropics, all these things. Why? Because they're not able to keep their energy levels high. Chronic fatigue syndrome is high in the world. A lot of people have mitochondrial dysfunction, which also makes their energy levels low. What's your favorite hack around energy? How do you keep your energy levels up? One is sleep, of course, and like doing all these things. But is there anything else? Have you seen the Andalusian do something exciting for you?
I think for everybody, is something else. I think energy starts also with endorphins.
Mm-hmm.
If you are happy,
Mm-hmm.
happy hormones, it creates more energy, create a positive energy level.
So if you don't hate your boss, you'll be happy.
I think if collagen it's also important as people like want to look better.
Mm-hmm.
But ATP, like I say, for me, the Andolase technology have a very positive effect on me.
Mm-hmm.
Also, people around me, entrepreneurs
Mm-hmm.
sometimes that hear me back. If I call them after a few years, I didn't hear them. They always say, "Dimi, I still use this Andolase technology. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I do it every day. You know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's nice. You know, to see that we change it a lot. We have players like Kevin De Bruyne. He's one of the best midfielders all over the world. Control from Real Madrid. A lot of players. The national team, like I say, from Spain, they used it. It was maybe they used it just before the World Cup. They had a very big result in the last
Nice.
World
Do
Cup.
they carry all these things with them, or how
Yeah,
does it
it's
work?
very flexible, you know.
Mm-hmm.
The product you can put it in a bag. It's okay. It's 20 kg, but it's falling up. It's 20, you can book it in even with airplane. I take it all over the world to let it test by a lot of famous big sporting people. And after they bought it for themselves, the clubs was interested. They bought it also. But about the topic energy, for me, give a lot of more energy. I feel it. It recover me faster. It give me more energy. After my time with my son, after the gym, I use 15-20 minutes Andolase technology. It's for me. It's every daily on the same time I use it. Sometimes before I go sleep, I use it also because you have 20 different programs on it. You have relax programs, you have intensive programs on it. You can increase the vibrations, you can increase the infrared light on it, the posture of lying on it. Yeah, for me, I can say Andalese technology give me more energy. Playing with my son give me more energy. Of course, a lot of positive effects I see in my happy hormones. There it starts to create more energy level for me.
Okay.
But maybe you're gonna be different, you know, CJ. You are another person. I don't know. Maybe with
It's
you,
different for
yeah,
everyone, yeah.
for everyone, you know. I think energy start for me with happiness. I think happiness is the key from everything. Like you see, people don't have to look, oh, this guy on a social media look like this guy look like this, I want to be like this. It's nice, but I think first you have to be happy with yourself. And it starts with the basic things, you know. Like you say, sleep, do something for your body, have a happy relationship, have a happy position in your business, do what you love to do, not because you want to be like this. No, do what you like to do in life. You know, enjoy the moment.
Harvard came up with a study last year, which was looking at a data set of 52 years. So this is one of the longest studies till now. And they looked at all the factors that can contribute to longevity. One of the biggest things that stood out was not exercise and not diet and not all of these things, was actually how socially connected you are. So people who are socially connected to other people, which means for people who are listening, that if you're sleeping in the middle of the night and you can call up one person and that person will pick up your phone and might show up at your house to help you, that means you have some social connection in your life. This was like the minimum. And you can have more, but a lot of the world right now is going through a loneliness epidemic. And what they said is that having two friends with you in your life who you can call and talk to and they don't have to be around you. It could be in a different country, but just having those two people to call and talk to can increase your lifespan by almost 8%, 8 years. And this was, if you started smoking reduces your lifespan by like 5 to 6 years. So this has even a better impact than quitting smoking.
Yeah.
So and it turns back to the same thing. The moment you're alone by yourself, chances are you're not very happy. But when you have the ability to call someone or someone calling you, and you can share some things in the day or your emotions or your worries or anything, it gives you more internal happiness and
Yeah.
comes back to the same point what you said. every um, every blue zone in the world, whether it's Icaria, Sardinia, Loma Linda, all of them have a very strong social component, which actually drives their happiness. And in in South America, they say plana da vida, which mean, and this also shows the same thing. Like, it's in the end, you have to be happy in whatever you have, and happiness is the key. Happiness is the key that will also, in a metaphysical level, every time you're happy, you're actually telling yourselves like life is good, all is good. And every time you're sad, that same messages go to your cells like, you know
it's
what, life sucks. And then your cells are like, oh shit, life sucks. We know no reason to live.
yeah, like you say, you have you grow also up and you think you get more intelligent. If I look in my past, if it don't hurt, you don't learn. It's with everything, I think, like this. And you cannot complain. If it's something was happening in your life that you think, oh, it was a big mistake, it's not a big mistake.
Yeah,
It's
you
a
learn.
lesson. Eh? And how older you get, how less people you want around you. You just want the right people around you. Like you say, if I was 18 years, maybe I had 1,000 friends. But now I'm 40, getting 42, and I can say I'm happy. I have a small circle from 3, 4 people around me. I have my sons, and I want to keep it like that. Of course, we have relationships, business, friends, but it's another level. Like you see, people close to you have to be something where you look at, if you call them, that they don't complaining. No, it just have to be, you need happy people around you.
Yeah.
You make your circle better small, then you have a bigger circle with a lot of people inside that if they're on your phone, you say, oh, no, I have to take this phone call.
Yeah.
No, don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard, but it's better you make your circle small and you
And
just have the right people around
quality
you.
of
Yeah,
people.
quality time that you have a good time with and you feel you're happy. I see you on your stories. I follow you. Go with your dog
Yeah.
in the mountains.
That's it. Me and my dog and my girlfriend. That's
yeah,
it. We're
you
super
with
happy.
your dog, your girlfriend in the mountain. Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
I love to see that because you're working on yourself. You also have not a lot of people with you. Maybe you say today I have to do this podcast with this guy. Okay, I will do it, but just
Yeah.
joking.
Yeah, no, of
No,
course.
but I see.
It all comes out of passion. Like for
Yeah.
me, I could, when I have to interview someone for a podcast or I have
Yeah.
to record a video or something, no power in the world. Like you can pay me any amount of money and like
we have a connection.
exactly.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
just
true.
like looking
It's true.
forward to it because
Yeah, it's true.
yeah, creating content for people as a way of inspiring people. Like for me, I'm more on like I love to teach people.
Yeah.
So if there's any way or form that I can share my life experiences with people, whatever I have learned with people, this is already a win for me.
Yeah.
And
We met each other on, like you say, it was a small group, Biohacking. One friend of me I know also introduced me in this group, and he said, Dimitry, I think it's something for you. I looked in the group on social media, I say 200 followers. 80 for I think they do something wrong. I go to this meeting, but then I was there, I was inspired. So I meet you there,
Yeah.
I meet some other people there. I was impressed because all the people that was coming inside there was positive, they was happy. I say yes, that it is.
This is
Yeah,
the right place to be.
Yeah, that's
and we had a
that's the right
connection
place.
as well. We
Yeah.
knew someone from Belgium, Jack,
Jack,
from Best.
therefore he told me, I think Dimi, look into this because these guys are positive, they have a good mindset, and it's true. I have to tell it. It was amazing.
Thank you.
And all the people there also, they think positive. They all had kind of good therapies, a good, healthy mindset, and yeah, I loved it.
Amazing. Let's jump to something because I'm sure everyone would want to know about this. So the weight loss industry all around the world is going bananas.
Yeah.
This is because of one of the drugs that have recently come in last year, which is Ozempic. And Ozempic is, I forget the company that makes it, but they only have one product and they're valued at more than $1 billion in a year. So this is one of the fastest growing company in the world. All they do is to give someone a drug, and normally it comes in an injection, and people start losing weight because the way it works is it works on something called as GLP-1, and this GLP-1 doesn't make you hungry, so people just stop eating and then they just lose weight. But it has a lot of downfalls. Why I brought this up is because you mentioned something about weight loss with lasers and something.
Yeah.
Please tell us about it because it looks too future and biohacking.
Yeah, I think everybody, first of all, maybe it's too long to explain everything, but you have a combination from the anemetic, then you have a lipolaser. It's a special light that reduce the fat cells because it make the fat cell much more liquid, so the glycerol will go faster out of the fat cell. So therefore, the people losing weight. Of course, it's a detox body program. So we work together with nutritionists all over the world. Like in Turkey, it's already set up for the moment 800 centras.
800.
Yeah, it's going
Wow.
like hell. And the UAE, we're still waiting to import it. I think the next month we're going to have the first products over here. Then we're also going to set up the detox body programs. But it's a detox body program. Like I say, it's a combination. We have the anemetic. You have a program on it's the lymphatic stimulation. So we put the laser on top of the belly, and then we put on the lymphatic program. And then the reduce of the glycerol and the water from the fat, it's better. So we see big results.
And the fat cells shrink.
Yeah. Of course, can I stand after, like you say, a drug that the people change the mentality to eat? I think the people have to, I think eating is commercial. If we look in 100 years ago, 200 years ago, the people eat one time a day. The first meal was around 6. So the body natural gonna work faster, 16, 18, I'll burn much more. It's commercial food, you know. Everybody have to earn money, but if we would do it when we get out of the belly from our mother, and we give our child after I think 1-2 years just a good meal, out 6, 7, a healthy meal, they can survive. The body would get used of it. But I think the people put the body much more working in eating. For me, I have a problem if they say, you have a lot of from these personal coaches that say you have to eat every 2-3 hours, a small meal. No. In my eyes, I'm totally thinking different. I believe more into interfasting. Don't eat for 12, 16 hours. Have your last meal 6 in the evening, your first meal 10, 11, 12 in the afternoon. Your body will work much, burn fast, natural. It's a small way of changing your habits. Sleep good and 15th-hour step. I think would everybody have that with the weight issues? I think after 2-3 months they lose 5-10 kg easy.
Those are very good tips. So intermittent fasting or like time restricted eating, movement spread throughout the day, 15,000 steps, doing some sort of an exercise, sleeping well, and not eating so much. I think that's a good point. You know, a lot of countries now, like obesity as a general blanket term has tripled since 1970s. And according to some of the recent statistics in USA, right now, childhood obesity is at 35%. So 35% of the children in the entire United States are obese. This is without them even trying. So for sure there's something, and it is coming on to some. Before they used to say that, oh, only the well-developed countries are facing this problem. But now places like India, places like South America, all of these, Mexico, even the countries that are not so affluent, still they have been sold a lot of sugar, a lot of these processed food, and the marketing message there is that it's cool to eat this. So they'll shoot some really cool commercials, and you know, kids, they're the first ones that fall for it. Even adults do, but I also think a lot of people use food as an excuse for a lot of things. Like, you know, someone's sad, they broke up, they're emotional, they're angry, and they just, one thing that they turn to is food or alcohol.
That's true, 100%. It's sad. It had to be. I think it's had to be or have to come a topic where we have to talk much more about it, and go far in it and go hard in it. You know, if I put a TV on, honestly, I don't watch anymore. I think for 4 or 5 years TV anymore, because the commercial, I get a headache from it. Yeah, everybody have to brand his product, but I think the first parts, if have the governments all over the world do something, they would have to stop the sugar, and make the children sick, you know. It's the biggest problem all over the world.
Yeah, we need governments to come in and
Yeah, we will not change it. We will not change it. Who are we? But you have so many big companies that put it in the children. It's normal. The children have a brain. It's like a sponge. They're sucking up everything. But it would be better that we give them other no luggage to suck on, and not if they do the TV open and you see 10, 20 hours of sugar commercials. I don't understand it. They all want to do good. They all want to be the best. But we know where is the issues. We as normal people, we know where is the issues. But I also have children. So I try to educate them on
how do you
another way.
manage it with your? This could be a good like parenting segment as well.
Yeah,
Like, what do you do
it's
with
a
your
nice
kids?
example. Like I have a son from 19 years. I have a son from 2 years. I can say I did a lot of things wrong with my son of 19 years. But these things I do not anymore with a young boy.
Because you learned.
I learned.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. Like you say, of course, I'm from Belgium. Belgium is famous for chocolate.
Yeah.
Chocolate, French fries.
French fries.
Yeah. So
and beer.
And beer. So, but I don't love beer. I loved fries, but the last 5 years, 10 years, I don't eat it a lot anymore because I like I say, I work a lot on my body. Chocolate, no. I go also to.
What
maybe
about dark
sometime-
chocolate? Would you like
Dark
to?
chocolate, sometimes like dark chocolate, 100% cacao. One time, 14 days, I have a cheat day. I need it. Somewhere my body says I need it. But then I even try to take something natural. You have a lot of kind of products. Look into it. Organic product, 100% black cacao. You can use this then. But please, the children, they are so beautiful. They are so pure. Why to give them this education? You can give them another education. I think this is a topic where we all have to work on together and try to give them another education. This chocolate, sugar things, let it on the side, You can give them healthy things where they're happy with. If they don't know it, they will not ask for it. They will not reply for it. Of course, if you give it them, it's useful every day. They say you can use it every day, every week. No, don't do it.
Do you give your 2-year-old any chocolates?
I'm going to be very upfront. Maybe he gets chocolate one time a week, but just a small bite. And like I say, I try to get dark. Because he see it from his friends already. He see his friends with the lolly in the mouth. Everywhere he come in the supermarket, they make it so amazing for the children. They put some dolls, some bears on the top of the shop.
So it's
normal.
attractive.
They make it attractive commercial. They brand it that the children see that. They don't see what is inside, but oh, it's attractive. All the colors, all the toys. Somewhere I understand it, that children want to test it and that, but no, it's not good.
Yeah. Well, if you could learn those psychology tricks, we can apply it to companies, and that's what they're doing at the very high level. They have flavor scientists.
Yeah.
They're working with the leading professors in psychology
Yeah.
to see what color, what message, what
of
sound
course.
tricks the brain into saying, "Oh, what's that?" And that's all it takes. Because for a kid, if, like, for example, they're at a certain age and something gets their attention, it grabs their attention for much longer.
Yeah.
And then they want it. And then parents are like, okay, because parents don't know
Yeah,
much
that's-
either. Let's go back to one more thing that I wanted to talk to you about. You mentioned a mattress. You said something about a mattress and a bed for sleep. What is that? And
Yeah,
is this something you're working on? Is this something already there?
It's finished in Europe. We launched it already. It will come also over to the UAE.
What is it?
The Fit. It's a topper from 7 centimeter. But the thing is, it's not a topper for upstairs your mattress. It's a topper for under your mattress.
So you have the Endumed and then you have the mattress.
No. So what was our vision of my partner, his vision also, sometimes people had not a place to put our product. Because it's still a one bed mattress. that you have to put in your sleeping room. But if you live in an apartment, you have 2 sleeping rooms, one for your children, one for you. We're going to put down the medic. So the people think, some people have place enough. They put it on a bed, they follow it up. But some people say, no, for me, it's too big. So my partner was thinking also how we can create a product that we can use in every home. And where is Andulase technology inside? So everybody have a bed.
Interesting.
Everybody have a bed. Everybody have to sleep.
I hope so.
Everybody have to sleep. So he thought about to put the technology in a topper, 7 centimeters for under the bed, so we can give everyone in every house Andulase technology. So you can create your own wellness in your sleeping. You don't have to change a mattress.
Okay.
You just put it on your mattress. You have 20 programs on it, different programs, also for relaxation, better sleep, pain, all these things.
So would you do this like first thing in the morning, like how you would come from the gym and then do it? Or is this more like it stays on the entire night and...
No. It's like you say, I think more enjoy the time in your bed.
Make your bed more functional.
Yeah, I think we don't do it. We go in bed. Now I try to put 3-4 days in the week my phone out of the bedroom to go really in relaxation modus. But I think the most of the people, what they do in bed, watching television still, watching the phone. Still the stress level is working, and that is not good to go and sleep. Therefore, the people come not in deep sleep. So, but still, we don't want to bring it like this. We want to bring the on the fit, like a product to more enjoy your sleep, to enjoy the moment. And before you sleep, you take just 15 minutes, this relaxation therapy and the lace technology, and you will have a better sleep. It's very easy to do, and everybody have a bad system.
Yeah. You have no excuse.
You have no excuse anymore, because everybody can use it. Therefore, that was the vision also from my partner to create a product that everyone can use and everybody have to sleep.
You mentioned something interesting in the beginning of the podcast, that you were 2 partners and you looked at more of like the sales and like the strategy and all of those things. So from that entrepreneurial mindset, what are the top 2 or 3 things that you think people should know in the next coming years? Because like the landscape is changing a lot, right? 20 years ago when you started, there were no iPhones. There was more face-to-face, but now there's FaceTime. AI is coming up. So with all of these, so with all of these things, what are your like 2 or 3 tips or for an entrepreneur where you can say like, okay, now you have to focus your energy or, look into something like this, like from a business standpoint, where are you focusing? Where should people focus?
Like you say, the AI for the entrepreneurs is something where you have to look into it for your business. I think there is no business that will not survive anymore the next 5 years if they don't unplug AI in their company. I think that's something what you really have to look into it. It's not anymore a marketing strategy. AI is another level, If you will not implant it in your business will have it very difficult if you have competition the next year to the business that they have AI implanted. It's a very huge part. But as a person, I think what you can do, I think every entrepreneur have to look in themselves what they do wrong. They have to confront themselves, look in the mirror, be realistic with yourself, and look in what I do wrong. Everybody do something wrong.
Do people admit it normally in your experience?
For me, it's not a topic that they have to admit it to me.
Yeah, but for themselves, like do people?
Themselves.
Because I feel like a lot of the times people just hide it. Like, it's there, but exactly.
Excuses. They're looking for excuses. But I think if you do the mirror practice every day, just 2 minutes, and be upfront with yourself, people know what they do wrong. I know what I do wrong. I try to do every evening, look into a mirror just for 1-2 minutes and put myself the question, what I can do different the day is past that would be better for my healthy, for my business, for my family. It's a small exercise that would change a lot in everybody's level. I'm not looking for excuses. If I say, I did today not my 15,000 steps. Yeah, but I was busy. I did bullshit. It's my fault.
I have something very similar. So most of the things that I do, I place things into three buckets. One is energy, which comes with the health and wellness and biohacking. One is work, which is completely work related. And one is love, which comes family, friends.
Very
So
important.
everything that I do, I also have these reflection moments where I see, okay, for my energy, what all did I do or what can I do? What's that one step that I can do which will help me get to wherever I want to be? And I would always draw up like a 5-year goal, be like, okay, in the next 5 years, I want to be here. And if I reverse engineer it, there could be 1 or 2 steps that I can take today. I don't have to take 10 steps. If there's just 1 or 2 steps, what are those steps in the energy, work, and love
Yeah.
brackets? And then
Yeah.
I just similar.
Yeah, I think that if we're working both on ourselves, you are every day busy in the health sector, I'm busy there every day. So of course we will be more confronted that all other people that sitting on the office and have maybe a marketing job, of are in crypto busy, of other things busy. We are busy in healthcare. Of course, we will be more confronted at other people inside of it. But I think it, like you say, it would be a small practice for everyone to look in themselves and put a question, what I did wrong, what I could do different. Small thing. They know it. They know it. They just have to change the habit. It's on themselves, You can tell it 10 times to them, but if they don't do the click and change, they will not change. So I
It
think
has
this
to come
is
from within.
yeah, I think for me, it's something on everyone. Just look in yourself, what you can do better. Look in the past day. Live more in the moment, Don't think too much in the future. I want this, I want this, I want this. Because maybe with 14 days, it was your last day. You don't know it. Life go past very fast. I think we have to look into it, how we can enjoy more the moment now.
True. What do you do to get into the moment? Do you have any special, apart from closing your eyes and delusion?
I'm honestly, for me, the best moment there is when my son wake up, go out with him. I really enjoy it with children, I love to spend time with children and with old people. They are pure children. They don't like it. You will know it. They like it. The conversations you have already. You learn him the small things. But I see my friends from Leone's friends. I enjoy that. The moment with them, it gives me so much energy, because it's so pure. It's so real. Yeah, I love children and older people, of course. To talk with them is also nice because they have so many more experience like me. If you talk with that topic of them, they don't talk about anymore money. They don't talk about anymore, I need to buy this. No, they just think, how are you? Really? What you did? Really, real moments, real talks. Yeah, I love to do this. I love to do this. Of course, I talk with a lot of people our age also, but that's for me. It's maybe not nice that I tell it, but that is really a precious moment for me.
That's actually cool. That's a very good advice. Have friends in like the kids domain and have the friends who have already walked the path, and sometimes it's also good because you can ask them questions, because I always think so before we lived in civilizations, we used to live in tribes, and in a tribe there would always be, in different cultures, one center head of the tribe, and this is the person who's got the maximum amount of wisdom, who's probably gone, he's gone for a battle, he's gone to get food, he's gone to hunt, he's gone for everything. And he's like the elder of the village. And every time you have a question or you have a problem, you go to that elder of the village and you ask them, hey, did you ever face this? Because there's 100% guarantee he has faced it. He probably has learned from it and can tell you, don't take that route, you might fall, just go from the side.
Yeah.
So having those kind of mentors, or, I call them the elders. Yeah. And we have a culture that a lot of the times these days, what I see is we ignore the elderly, thinking that they're slow or, they're not keeping up with a lot of the craziness that's happening. But I think every advice that someone has given me, right from when I was a child, it manifested into a situation. But at that time I was like, oh, this guy's too old, he doesn't understand. but I have run into every situation, and only if I could, like you said in the beginning, you have to get hurt to learn.
Yeah.
I had the answers already for everything. I just didn't take it. And the day I fell down or got hurt, I said to myself, oh, my grandma already told me about this, but I was too ignorant, to look at
Yeah,
it.
yeah, but like you say, we grow up, and it's a nice part. If I look at my older son, he's 19 years. He was on school, and he told me the same stories that I told. I want to go so fast at school. I want to go working. I think of myself, I don't want to be the father and tell him everything, No, he have to learn. But if I would can go back on an age, it was my med school. It was my beautiful time. I had no stress. Parents give my love. They give me an education. I had no stress from bills. This have to be done. I just had the opportunity to be a child. That's a beautiful time. I think it's an amazing time that you can just be a child. But because then you come after 18, 19, 20 years, you have to, the bills are coming. I have to pay my apartment. I have to pay my tuition. I have to pay my internet. I want to have money on the side to go on holiday. A lot of things coming where you have to handle with it. So, like you say, I think it's nice to know. I love also the time now. But the time in my life, I love more when I was childhood.
Yeah. If you could go back to your younger self, not at childhood, but like let's keep it like 18 and above, okay? You could go back to yourself knowing everything that you know right now about life, how it works. What would be the one piece of advice that you would tell yourself?
I'm an entrepreneur, I love to work. I love to be busy. Maybe it's not nice what I'm going to tell now. But what I would not go to 18, if I can be honestly, I would go to 12 years. I would not go to school. No. I think we lose so many time on school. Maybe it's wrong what I tell now, but...
Yeah, you're just giving your perspective.
Yeah, my perspective, because you are 8 hours sitting there. I was thinking from the 8 hours, many 6 hours, what I do here. I think I believe now more in children that have 2-3 hours a day private lesson.
Or
Homeschool. Learn topics, what they really love to do. A lot of people will think now, yeah, but if you are a child, you didn't know what you wanted to be. And after a few years, you wanted something else. True. But for me, it's the basic things, like reading, writing, speak 3-4 languages.
Yeah.
Maybe 5-6 languages, because then you can talk, communicate all over the world, much more. Learn to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah, that's what's missing in today's systems.
Yeah, you go to a school system. What they want, that first of all, my parents also, you have to learn a job. You have to go, you have to learn how to work this thing. No, but if I can give an advice, don't learn this. Learn to be how you can be a good entrepreneur. Look to be how you can go healthy with yourself. Socialize more with your friends. Do more sport things. Go to football. Do other things. You learn musician, school. Do all the things. Maybe you're gonna change. Maybe you do 1 year this. I don't like this. I did it 1 year. Father, can I change? Yeah, of course you can change.
You have the option.
Learn something else. Learn something else. But the basic things, of course, grammatic, learning, numbers, writing, languages, that's something basic. 2-3 private lessons, 2-3 hours private lesson a day. I think
good.
They will increase much more and be high educated in this kind of level than go to a school system.
That's a good advice for parents. So if you're a parent and you're listening, start thinking. Look at all the entrepreneurs in Silicon Valley and how many of them actually went to school. You'll get some answers. But Dimitry, this has been amazing. This was a fantastic interview. We could keep going on and on, but of course, we need to cut it. If people want to know more about you, how can they find you?
I think they can go on HHP Dubai. I'm also on Instagram, but I'm a personal guy,
Okay, so HHP Dubai, we'll put the links in the show notes. Go try it out. They're coming up with new cool stuff with like lasers and all these cool biohacking tools. We'll put everything in the show notes. Dimitry, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really enjoyed this conversation. We spoke a lot about life and a lot about like practical things that people can have, which is the most impactful for me. I got to learn a lot from you. Thank you for today.
I'm glad to be here. It's always nice to see you.
And this is CJ, your host, signing out of the Shift with CJ podcast. Everyone, have a great day, have a great week, have a great life, and remember, enjoy yourself. Be in the moment. See you next time.
1, 2, 3.